my brain is never sleeping. But initially I used to be like, I used to have that FOMO. Like, my favorite too. Shania, when I enter into a room, and I'm always the main character energy. So no doubt on that. I don't as much hate as you want, so I don't even delete my negative comments. I'm basically 23 only right now, and I actually eat my skincare. So I'm a skincare junkie to another level. I'm super excited.
Hi, this is Sana Farzeen and welcome to FitTak, and I have with me the very popular, the very fabulous and the very beautiful Sara Kukreja.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. I'm super excited.
We just heard that you wanted to be a news reader, or your mom wanted to be a news reader. So tell me, how does it feel to be in a media office?
So it actually felt so surreal right now because my parents always wanted me to become a newsreader. And in the first call I gave to my mom, she was like, "Oh my God, you're going for it?" I'm like, "Yes, Mama." So I'm going to wear a blazer, and I had all these thoughts in my mind. And because of my field, I'm out here. So it feels so good. Like, I feel so grateful for everything.
Tell me, Sara, when did you decide that content creation and influencer is something that you wanted to do in life?
So I always had a passion of dressing up, like, since childhood. I used to see my mom dressing up, doing her makeup, wearing clothes and everything. So I was like, I did not know it gets you monetary funds, okay? So I was like, chal, theek hai, I will make videos and everything. But, one fine day, my best friend from Shimla only told me that, you're so good at dressing up, and why don't you start making Get Ready With Me videos, okay? So at that point of time, Get Ready With Me videos were very popular, and I started making Get Ready With Me videos. And luckily, I got, I guess 100K views in one video. And I was like, damn, this is what I always wanted to do. And I started making more videos of fashion, beauty, and it is what I always wanted to do. So I feel when aptitude and interest go hand in hand, they make you successful.
A lot of people say that it's an easy job, but I feel content creation is a 24 hours job. You are always thinking content. It's not like an office job where you go, log in, and then out of office at 6 p.m. Tell me about your journey and spending so much time creating content and always thinking of what new that you can do.
So I feel we are working 24/7. Even if I'm on a holiday, I would always be thinking about, okay, I can just grab on this idea, I can do something of this sort. So I feel my brain is never sleeping. So even at night, if I get an idea, I'm like, I'm going to put it in my notes, or, I do this thing, okay, at night. So I have this unhealthy habit of watching reels, like we all do have. So at night also, I'm telling my videographer and, editor that this is how I want my next reel to be shot. I want this 360-degree angle altogether. So I feel we're always working, and at times, I feel that, okay, I need to give myself a little break. I need to, just be a little calm, and it's going to happen. So, but we are working 24/7. So there's no rest days for us. I feel Sundays also look the same. Mondays also look the same. But no complaining. I feel I chose this and I love it.
But does it get ever overwhelming and it affects your mental health? Because of course you're constantly working, constantly churning. You don't have time for yourself. Tell me about that.
So I feel at times it does get overwhelming, and I feel initially it was more because I had just started. So it's just been like 1.5 years that I got into influencing. So, but initially I used to be like, I used to have that FOMO that, okay, I'm not there, I'm not doing that. But I, guess gradually with time, I have, adhered to this, that it's okay. Whatever I'm doing my best. At the end of the day, I'm giving my 100%, and I feel if you give your 100%, it's all good out there. So, and I feel it's good, when you love something, you never get tired. So when I am working, I feel I don't get tired because this makes me the happiest.
Amazing.
So yeah.
But do you take pressure of likes, of the number of likes that you're getting, or now you've just overcome that phase?
I guess I've overcome that phase because I feel that I love myself too much, like my favorite too. So I feel it's okay, sometimes I do feel, something that if I've planned something and I don't get that result, so at times I do feel that, okay, isme kyun nahi aate likes, but I feel it's okay, till the time you do your best and you get it, so I feel that's okay then.
And I think in one of your caption I read the line, if it's not extra, it's not Sara. That was so so beautiful and so like you.
I feel it's so important to embrace yourself.
Yeah.
Like initially, na, I used to like hide this personality because I've always been that poo in the college, in the school. Okay, so everybody like I had this song running on my mind, Shania Shania. When I
Right.
enter into a room, I used to initially hide this, but now I'm like, this is who I am. So if people are gonna hate me, it's okay. Like this is how I've been brought up, and I'm always the main character energy.
Yeah.
So no doubt on that.
And how do you take on negative comments? I'm sure a lot of people love you, Sara, but there would be people always on the lookout to just write something negative.
Negative.
Tell me, how do you deal with that?
So I personally feel it's so important to have a good, accept yourself the way you are. So till the time you love yourself so much and you just know this, that you might be the, juiciest peach in a room, but there would still be people who would say that I hate peaches.
Yeah.
So I personally feel, people who are not happy with their own lives would always pass on hate to you. And I know this, someone who's doing better than you would never speak anything ill about you. It's just the people, who want to portray their insecurities, they want to portray hate on you. So I feel I've overcome that. Like you might just add on as much hate as you want. So I don't even delete my negative comments. I'm like, yeah, you're just showcasing your own life out there. So I've like overcome that also. I feel touch wood, I have.
And ever since I saw your profile, one thing that I wanted to ask you is your hair care regime. What is the secret to this luscious Rapunzel-like hair?
Thank you. So I've never chopped my hair.
Wow.
So like since childhood, I've always had long hair, and I feel that you are what you eat. So this plays a very important role. So I, take care of my diet to another level. I like, inculcating a lot of protein in my diet, and I start my day by having amlika juice. Like that is something that my mom has taught me. That subah utkar you need to have amlika juice, and I have a very basic hair care routine. It's just that I don't wash my hair like every thrice a day. It's just like 2 times in a week. And I also do not keep my oil like overnight. So the best point is to keep your hair oil like 2 to 3 hours before you're shampooing. And I also sleep on silk pillow covers. So that actually helps in the frizziness also of the hair.
Amazing.
So
That's
yes.
a secret, guys. But apart from amla ka juice, of course, what does your morning ritual look like, Sara?
So I firstly start like I'm someone I cannot sleep beyond 9:30 a.m. I feel it's the workaholic in me that cannot sleep even if I go off to sleep late at night. 9:30 is my buffer time. I have to be up by then. And I start with saying 3 positive affirmations. Like I'm a firm believer, and I feel those who don't believe in magic would never find it. So I feel it's so important. I believe in manifestations. So I feel you have to love yourself so much, say good things about yourself, and you actually become like that. And I love talking to myself also. So I just say 3 positive affirmations, and then I have water, glass of water. So and while having the glass of water also, I speak the positive affirmations because I feel the water is going inside. So the positive things are also going to go inside me. Then I have amlika juice, and then I also have apple cider vinegar, but with a straw, because apple cider vinegar can give you the white thing on your teeth. So I have apple cider vinegar, and then I start getting ready for the gym. I go for Pilates. So I used to go for aerial yoga also prior, but due to work and everything, I've just stopped a little. But now I make it a point that I go for Pilates first, and then I hit the gym, and then I carry on with my rituals. Like I have events to attend, I have shoots, I have invoices and all. So I have meetings and everything. So I just my day goes by in that.
And what is the morning skincare ritual like?
So in the morning, I like, firstly I like cleansing. So I do it with an oil cleanser in the morning because there's no makeup, nothing. So oil cleanser, and post the cleanser, I put on a toner, and I like doing this moisturizing sandwich. So it's basically your skin is damp, okay? So you put in water, and above that you apply an hyaluronic acid, and on top of that you apply a moisturizer. So it gives a very moisturizing dewy finish. Like I am a moisturizer girl, I love the dewy finish. So that's how I go. And then the last step is the sunscreen. So sunscreen is very important. And it's very important to apply sunscreen during evening also, because even the lights can cause aging.
Oh wow.
So I am like someone who would reapply sunscreen after every 2 hours, and I apply a huge quantity, like a large quantity of sunscreen. So it's like the 2-finger rule. So I apply lots and lots of sunscreen, and then I'm good to go.
Amazing.
And don't forget your body and your neck also. So like the neck is also very important.
lot of people, Sara, say that retinol and other anti-aging skincare routines should be avoided till a
Yes,
certain
yes.
age, but a lot of people also debate that you should start it by 25.
25.
What's your take on that, and what do you want to tell our
Yeah,
audiences?
so I'm basically 23 only right now.
Yeah.
So retinol is like not like something that I would prefer right now.
Right.
It's only when I'm going to be like around 30 or like that's what my dermatologist also says. And I actually eat my skincare. So I'm a skincare junkie
Okay,
to another
wow.
level. So I'm like, I'll not like retinol, like my mother uses retinol, and even collagen also. I feel collagen is also something that is preferred, you know, drinking or having at the age, you know, after 30 years.
Right.
So for now, it's a very simple, easy peasy skincare routine.
And tell me about your content creation journey. Also, because you do Pilates, Sara, tell me, a lot of women, especially, they only want to focus on maybe their abs. They
Yeah.
just want flat
Flat
stomach.
stomach, yeah.
Tell me, how important is it to have a wholesome fitness plan, a wholesome fitness routine?
So I feel you cannot just work out just to, you know, get abs. It's a whole body workout. And I was like around, I was 67 kgs. So I was 67 kgs and I'm right now, I'm like 50.2 to be precise. And I was leaner than this, but that wasn't healthy. But I personally feel that, you know, if you can control hunger in your life, you can control everything. Like if you can control what you eat and drink, you have the control over everything. And the workout is now not just, you know, for your abs or, you know, for your upper body. It actually has to burn your whole body fat. So it's so important to, you know, divide your days into leg day, back day, biceps and, you know, shoulder. And then only your overall weight would come and reduce in.
But do you feel having that kind of discipline takes time to develop, or it comes naturally to you?
No, I feel it takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of time, patience, and I feel nothing happens overnight. You know, you have to find what you love, like, you know, you have to find what you love and let it kill you. Like, you know, I found what I love, and I just, you know, I started working on myself because it's so important at this age, you know. It's very important to focus on yourself. And when you can work on yourself, why not work on yourself?
Absolutely.
Yes.
And you rightly at the start of the conversation mentioned how you eat your skincare.
Yes.
So tell me, how important is it to have a well-balanced diet, and what are the do's and don'ts, if you can suggest?
Yes. So I feel it's very, I personally feel this, you are what you eat. So I feel if you have a healthy, balanced diet, like I'm someone, I do even, you know, like I don't believe in any fancy diets or anything, like, but I started, you know, incorporating paleo diet that comes from the Paleolithic age. So it's basically the Stone Age diet, like, you know, how our ancestors used to hunt and gather and eat. So, you know, they used to like include all the vegetables, all the seeds, like the meats, eggs and all of that. And also, you know, just getting rid of refined sugar, processed food, like it's like they are the killers at the end of the day. Like, and you know, if you know that you have to just keep it in your mind. So like if you know that you're eating this, it's going to be beneficial for you and it's going to happen to you. So I feel the muscle mind and what you eat is also very important. And I would, you know, highly suggest that, you know, don't go for refined and processed foods, which include chips and all the sugary stuff, juices, processed juice and everything. And also fun tip that even fruits aren't healthy post 6 p.m. So if you want to consume your fruits, it should be early in the morning or like, you know, post like 4 p.m., something of that sort. But nothing beyond 6 p.m. in sugar is healthy because even if you take a bite of it, it's going to spike your insulin levels. So, and you tend to gain weight more and more. So, that's how it is.
But do you ever indulge in something like a cheat meal?
Oh yeah, and I feel it's so important. So, it's very important to take cheat meals and to shock your body. So, if you're stuck at a plateau or something, once in a week, a cheat meal is very important so that your body also gets shocked and like, oh, what is she putting in her body? So, I love a cheat meal, and for a cheat meal, I would go for pani puri. I love pani puri. I would do anything for pani puri. So, I love pani puri and I love fries. I cannot say no to fries. And mama ke haath ka jo bhi ghar ka bana hua khana, biryani. So my mama cooks amazing biryani. So biryani, rajma chawal, all of that is like my guilty pleasure. And I like a lot of gajar ka halwa also. So gajar ka halwa with a lot of khoya on it. I will love that.
I can't believe it.
I will love that.
I can see you eating. All of it.
So then if I eat also, then अंदर guilt आ जाता है. I'm like, okay, why did I do that?
But Sara, tell me, because you come from Shimla, like Shimla and Mumbai have very different food.
Different food,
Yes.
very different, very different.
Which one do you enjoy more, and do you miss Shimla food out here?
So I'll tell you one thing, it's in my bucket list, okay? Like I have this on my vision board also. I want to have Mumbai ka vada pav. So when I'm like all in that go, I want to have vada pav. I've had vada pav, but not like, guilt-free hokar I've never had. So I really want to try the vada pav. And as you know, I love pani puri. So Elko ki pani puri is like, I would always have that. So I would like, go for that. So pani puri. And in Shimla, we have a very different style. Like, we have Sidhus. So Sidhu is basically something made out of maida with a lot of ghee on top of it. And we have the Himachali thali. So we have something with a lot of sweet thing. I don't know what is it called. But it's like all mixed with ghee and a lot of that. But I would always prefer Mumbai. I have a soft corner for Mumbai. I love Mumbai. And I always wanted to be here. So it was in my bucket list here also that I wanted to be in Mumbai. So I had it in my vision board. Like as a child, I used to always think, I did not know what I wanted to do, but I always wanted to be in Mumbai. So I always manifested it to be in Mumbai.
So Rene, when you moved first to Mumbai, what was that first culture shock that you got?
So the culture shock, I feel it was maybe that people in Shimla are more warm. Like, I would personally feel that I'm a lover. So like when I go, I'm like, kaise ho aap, theek ho, kuch khaya ki nahi? But Bombay people, I feel they're so busy in their own selves. Like they have their hustle, bustle is there. So they're so busy into their own selves that they don't have time for anything. They're so busy, and I love that also, that they're very busy and engrossed in their own self. But in Shimla, it's a very small town. So, everybody knows each other. Like they know where you live, what you do. But in Mumbai, it's a whole new city. You meet new people every day. And, it just keeps, and I feel this rush keeps you, keep working all the time. So that is also there, yes.
And because you spoke about vision board, tell me 3 things that are there at the top of your vision board right now.
So there are a lot of things. So the first one would be, I want a billboard of mine. And I want to like go there and like, be out there. Then the second would be, I want to go for New York Fashion Week. And the third would be, I want to buy a luxury car on my own.
Wow.
Yes.
Inshallah, to all of that.
Inshallah, it's going to happen, yes.
Tell me, while growing up, who was the fashion icon that you kind of looked up?
So it would be Lady Gaga.
Oh
like
my God,
I've always
wow.
been a Lady Gaga fan, and I still remember, I was, with my daddy, and we were actually going to a hospital, and I had this stuffed toy tied up as a wristband, okay? And the doctor asked me, it's a stuffed toy. Why have you done it like a bracelet or a wristband? I'm like, I'm a Gaga fan because at that time when I was a small kid, I used to watch her videos, and it was very fascinating. And that's where I learned that it's okay to be overdressed than underdressed. And I also feel that my mama is also my inspiration because, I've seen my mom wearing clothes always. She's always been top out there. So I take, these both as my inspiration, and I like, I want to dress up well. And I feel dressing up is like a form of good manners.
Absolutely.
So you have to dress up well.
And if you have to like dress to impress, what would you pick?
So I would say a blazer. Like I'm still like wearing a blazer. So I feel with a blazer.
You are impressed.
Thank you. So I feel with a blazer you can never go wrong. Like whatever it is, whatever situation it is, it gives a very boss babe vibes. And this is also something I've learned from my mom only. So I feel a blazer is the thing. Yes.
I think the next interview we should do it with your mom.
Mom, I'm missing her so much. We need to get her only.
And she has like all the answers.
She has all the answers. Yes.
Also, Sara, tell me perfumes. That's also a very important part in a fashion for any woman.
Yes.
Tell me your favorite, like which one are your top picks?
Top picks. So I personally feel that it's the best compliment that you smell well.
Yeah.
And I like something that's very, lingering, and it gives a very long lasting effect. And it gives like, a trail of fragrance that's walking behind you. So I love this black orchid perfume.
Oh, yes.
It's like so intense, woody, and I am someone who likes more woody, intense fragrances rather than the floral one. And for the floral one, I guess I would go for the Miss Dior one because I feel that is very feminine and very good for a brunch date or something of that sort. Yes.
And also, of course, you're very young right now, Sara, but have you spoken about it with your mom or your dermatologist about Botox and fillers, which has become so important,
yes.
and so common right now, but I think people still refrain from talking about it. Tell me about your take on that.
So I personally feel that it's a preference, like if you want to get it done, whatever it is, but I feel that it's important to embrace yourself the way you are, and I guess I would never indulge into something of that sort. And I feel whatever it is, like, you have to accept yourself, but it's okay, it's a personal choice. At the end of the day, it depends on to person, but I guess I would never get it done. My mom would not allow me, my parents would never allow me to get it done, but it's a personal choice.
Right.
Then, yes.
But as women, like, would you want to tell women that there's no shame in doing it, that they shouldn't be hiding about it or not talking about it?
I personally feel that if you are okay with it and if you want to talk about it, it's no shame. Like, it's there for a reason, and it's all okay. Whatever you feel comfortable in your own self, you need to embrace that. If you're okay with it or without it, it's your personal choice.
Absolutely.
And you should be out there. It's okay. Whatever you have gotten it done, it's okay. Just say it. Yes.
Apart from beauty, of course, talking about fitness, tell me, who do you take inspiration for your gym outfits?
Gym outfits? So I feel it's a very expensive hobby, but I feel good gym outfits can get you the motivation to work out. And my inspiration for a workout would be my brother right out there. Like, he has been, he's won the best body in the Glad Racks.
Wow.
So he was, like, out there. So I feel he's my inspiration. And I feel I love dressing up cute for the gym. So, like, when I'm wearing a cute outfit, I feel gym videos also play a very important role in motivation. So I make sure that if I'm going to the gym, I'm clicking a video so I can see myself, and then, I can know where I need to work, what I need to work on. So, yes.
Amazing. And also tell me, where do you shop your clothes from?
So my clothes are usually, like, I usually do it internationally. Like, most of my clothes are from abroad itself. But sometimes, if I want to, shop here and there, so I have, like, I go to Palladium, I shop my clothes from there. But I love shopping. Like, retail therapy is all I need to get me into a good mood. I love dressing up cute.
Also, Sara, tell me, as an influencer, do you kind of fall for that pressure of having a perfect image, perfect body, that you need to look good all the time? Tell me about that.
So I feel that as a content creator, our field is very accepting. So I feel we accept, like, there are so many creators who work on body positivity, who talk about embracing your true self. So I feel there is no pressure as such in our field. But talking about me personally, I am someone who wants to look good all the time. We all want to look good all the time, but it's just that I'm someone, like, if I can work on myself, why not work on myself? Like, why would I eat something that's not good for me? So I'm someone, I would eat clean because I feel it looks on your skin, like, if you are eating unhealthy, you might get inflammation. So I'm someone, like, I like eating clean because it makes me feel happy from inside. I'm more active, I can work out more, I can do more stuff, and there's no pressure as such. But I feel I don't want to get into the societal beauty standards also, but I feel whatever it is, like, some people still call me that, I'm lean, or I've become too lean, I should gain a little, but I feel I love myself for who I am, and it's very important to embrace your true self. So until and unless you cannot love yourself, nobody would love you, because you cannot pour from an empty cup.
Absolutely.
So it's very important to accept yourself and say to the mirror, yes, I am beautiful just the way I am, and I don't have to change a thing for the world out there, and just accept yourself the way you are. Yes.
Amazing. But are you comfortable taking supplements? Is that also part of your routine?
So I usually do avoid supplements, because initially I used to take in whey, but whey tend to, it gave me acne. So I was like, I don't have to take any supplements. I do take, a little BCAA sometimes before my workout, but I believe in something that's more natural, because I feel then it's no harm, there's no harm. I still, like, if I have to take protein also, I would take a plant-based protein, because that's more safe, and I would prefer that. But supplements, I'm not on that, but unless, like, if you want to take vitamin C tablets and all, that's all okay. That I also take, like, but nothing beyond that. Yes.
And another major issue is hydration.
Hydration, yes. A lot we need it in Bombay.
How do you make sure that you drink ample amount of water?
So I have this very fancy tumbler that I got, and I'm like, and it's a pretty expensive one, so I'm like, okay, I need to just sip in water again and again and again. But I make sure, I carry my own water bottle, so that, I'm very hydrated. I also like having a lot of coconut water. So I have coconut water, I have nimbu pani without sugar. So after every meal, I make sure I have nimbu pani, and it's become so hot in Mumbai altogether that it's so important to, stay hydrated, because your skin also tends to dry up and you start inflating from inside also. So I, take in a lot of fruits also, like, water-based fruits also that I take. So I make sure that, hydration is very important. And I also have this tip, like if you're feeling very hungry and you want to just curb your little hunger, so you drink a lot of water.
Okay.
So that is another thing that I do. Like I drink lots and lots of water. So it's like I read this somewhere that your mind does not know if you're hungry or you're thirsty.
Oh.
So I just tend to apply this and I drink a lot of water.
And if you could share any tips on how one can balance their work, healthy lifestyle, of course exercise, food, like what is that one tip that you have for everyone?
So I personally feel it's very important to balance everything in life. Like,
Okay.
you cannot just give one thing to that one person or one career altogether. Like, and there should be a balance. Like, it should be like a table. Like, a table has 4 legs. So one leg should be for your work, one leg should be for your health, one leg should be for your parents, one leg for your, friends. Like, I used to initially, just give in that one thing, okay, work is work, I have to keep working 24/7. No, but it disturbs your entire cycle. It's very important that if you're working, make sure that you are working out also, like you're hitting the gym. If not gym, you don't have the time to do gymming, you are at home, you are doing yoga, you're doing inhaling exercises, exhaling exercises. And I feel it's very important to give yourself that time and just just shift away your energies from the world and just give it to yourself, because at the end of the day it's just you. And it's also very important to spend time with your parents. Like, you never know, they're not there the next moment, and it's very important that to embrace every moment with them and just spend time with your friends and family. That's all you need at the end of the day. Like, if you have love, you can conquer anything in the world.
And you took unconventional fitness methods like Pilates, aerial
aerial
exercise
yoga.
you spoke about. Tell me, what do you want to tell young girls who are scared to try something like that?
So I feel that for some people, gym can be very overwhelming. Like, they might think, okay, weights, like, it's like I'll get bored with it. And at times, you just get bored of that monotonous routine. So I feel Pilates is something, that was actually invented when somebody was there on the hospital bed. So, it was actually invented like that. And it's more fun, like, like with the Pinteresty things all together. So I feel it's a good way, and you tend to feel more motivated, when you go for Pilates and you're like, oh, my body can do so much. Like, I never thought that I would be able to do a split also in my entire life. I was a very lazy kid. But with aerial yoga, I could do a split. I could see my body, rotating from head to toe and everything. So I feel when you see yourself, in that videos, you feel so confident altogether and you love it. Like, there's so many professionals right out there who help you out, and you feel like, okay, I want to do it. And you have to do something for yourself at the end of the day. Like, gym can get boring at times. Like, I don't deny on that. Yes.
Of course, your brother is your fitness inspiration, but any actresses that you kind of look up to, because a lot of them are also into fitness.
So I love Jacqueline Fernandez. I feel like her body structure, everything is like so on there. And I love Disha Patni also. I feel she has been like, my inspiration right out there. When I look onto her, I'm like, yes, I want to be like, be fit in a manner altogether. Yes.
And who's the hottest male bod that on screen?
So the hottest one, I'm actually a Shah Rukh Khan fan. So I would just say all my thing for Shah Rukh Khan, all him, because I love his charm. So Shah Rukh Khan for the win, always.
Also, any message that you want to send out on body positivity for young girls, especially who are dealing with image, their image, and while growing up, I think that's a major concern that a lot of Indian women face, and especially when it comes to bullying in schools and all. Yeah, tell me, Sara.
So I feel it's very important that, you have to accept yourself. You're beautiful just the way you are. And it's okay, if somebody tends to say that, oh, you're too lean, you're too skinny or whatever, you're not in the healthy form altogether. So until and unless you are healthy and you feel your true best self, that's the only thing that you need in your life. And it's okay if you don't match the beauty standards right out there. You might be skinny and, people would say, that, हाँ, ये तो फिर भी बहुत ही पतली है, she's not looking good. You might be fat, like, तो बहुत ही मोटी नहीं अच्छी लग रही है. So I feel everyone has their own perceptions, and you don't have to get affected by those perceptions. But I also feel that if you can work on yourself, it's very important. You have to work on yourself, and you cannot just keep eating junk and say, oh, this is body positivity. So I do not promote that anyway. So I feel if you don't have any health concerns, if everything is okay, you have to work for yourself, and being, accepting yourself is the first thing. and it's okay. कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे, लोगों का काम है कहना. So just embrace your true self, and in whatever way you feel confident, be who you are, and never ever change a thing just because the world said it. Oh, I like it in certain way. No, you have to be your own favorite, and you have to embrace your true self at its finest form. Yes.
But what is that one meanest thing that someone has told you that just kind of stayed with you, and maybe it motivated you in another way?
So I was like, told this that, oh, तू तो double XL है, like ऐसी body, no. Like, and I've always been very, very thing about my thighs. Like I always thought that I had a pear-shaped body. So I feel that is something, that I thought that no, I cannot do that. Like I have to lose weight to look, not just because I want to look in a certain way, because I wanted to be healthy. So I wanted to be healthy. Like I could not run, I could not do cardio, nothing in my entire life. But when I lost weight, I could feel it inside me. I could see it in my face. Like my face could glow in a certain way, and I felt more confident with my own self. And I just realized this one thing, that I want to do it. Like, I have to lose weight. And it's not just, that losing weight and, then you're like, okay, no. Maintaining is very tough. And I've been maintaining it since like 2 years now. So I feel maintenance is the key. And whatever people say, you have to take it as a driving force. Think about it. However bitter that might sound, but think about it and you can do it.
Amazing.
Like if I can do it, a very lazy kid who never used to even, get up for a charger. I used to tell, Mama, please charger pakda do. So I am like, now working out, like even if I have events back to back, like even if I'm attending 7 events, I work out. So I'm like, it's very important to find that driving force. And when you start seeing the results, and you're like, okay, I did it, I can do it. And if a girl like Sara can do it, anybody can do it. Like anybody can do it. And just, take a track of your calories, what you're eating, and just start initially with, small steps, like thoda sa carbs ban kar, like instead of having 3 chapatis, you turn up to 2 chapatis, and you just, just little reduce the food thing also altogether. And even if you're working out, work out for like 15 minutes se start kara, cardio kar liya, try different things, try with dancing, Zumba, so you can just inculcate that also, like there's so many options, and every options are like available, so you can just start with that. If you like dancing, you can do it with Zumba, and just inculcate all these small little things. And then initially, then you'll say that, okay, now I'm seeing the results, I've lost like 2 kgs because the water weight reduces faster, so you'll be like, oh, I lost like 2 kgs, and then you'll be like, oh, I can do it. So the feeling of doing it is beautiful. Amazing. It's beautiful. And then you feel so confident. And I also feel that when you work out and eat clean, it's an aura. So when you walk into a room, people would never forget you just because of that aura. So work for that aura.
Amazing.
Yes.
On a final note, my team asked me to ask you this, that your first Instagram picture has you kissing a fish.
Okay.
Tell us about that connection and what is the secret behind it.
So there was no connection as such. It's just that I want to try different things in life. Like, जैसे बोलते हैं ना, जिंदगी ना मिलेगी दोबारा. So I want to do all the fun things, and for me, I feel my life is a movie.
Wow.
So I want to do every bit of it. I want to experience everything in my life, and I feel life is like too short. Like, what's the point of living if you aren't alive?
Absolutely.
And let's live before we die. And I want to try different things. Like, I want to kiss a dolphin. I want to kiss a giraffe. I want to do everything, and I'm not scared. Okay, like I am not scared. So that's how it is. So there was no connection as such, but I'm a very adventurous girl, and I feel it's very important to just live your life. You would never get back this time, this moment. And I'm also a firm believer that you should never sleep angry on your loved ones. Chahe jo ho jaye, unse manao, like talk to them, talk it out. And life is very short. It's very uncertain. So anything can happen, and enjoy your life. Like, it's a beautiful, wonderful life.
So what is the title that you've decided for Sara's life, if it's a movie?
Welcome to the good life.
Oh. Amazing, Sara. Thank you so much for your time. It was so lovely speaking to you, and so informative and educative at the same time. At 23, you were so well informed, so well read, and it just makes us very feel special just speaking to you.
Thank you. I had the best time, and thank you for such a great opportunity. I feel my parents would be the happiest right now. Like, I did something for them. Like, this is what they wanted me to do.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much, and you all were very kind, very kind.
Thank you so much. More success to you, Sara.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.